a hard bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Hey,
Why do you panic?
the way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pretty.
Watch Johnny's bite.
Bismillahir Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Wednesday. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. We're getting closer and closer and closer to Christmas. Tomorrow is Christmas Day. And for all of us who are believers in Christ Jesus, the Master himself, we will all be celebrating Christmas. Christmas is a season of love. Christmas is a season of giving back. Christmas is a season of affection and dedication. And will entreat everybody in your small way, in your small might, to give back to society, to draw somebody closer and to support them as much as you can, because that's the whole essence of Christmas. The reason for the season is Jesus. And this morning, I came to tell you that do the best you can while you have the opportunity to do so. And just so to also inform you that we're taking a short break on Johnny's Bite. We'll resume when the new year is here with us. Hopefully, we'll see all of you in the new year. It's been a very eventful year. Good friend, senior like Kosami is going to be with the Lord. Now Manoa of Willome fame. And so many others have gone. We pray that the good Lord will continue to preserve their souls and will accept them into his bosom. For those of us who are living and still alive, we have to do everything we can to stay healthy, alive and well and happy. We have a duty so to do, and we must do just that, exactly that. This morning, I'll read 2 love letters to you, and then we'll take a break. After the break, when we resume, I'll give you some more finer details from those love letters. So please tell somebody to tell somebody that we're taking a short break after today's episode of Johnny's Bite. And for all those who near and dear, close, all those who live elsewhere in the world who have been sharing our content, we appreciate you. We don't take your patronage for granted, no. For all those who do business with us, we appreciate you. We don't take your business for granted. And we love and celebrate you today, from those who advertise with us, those who put their commercials on our radio and our TV. We appreciate you. We thank you so much indeed. And for those who like to party like myself and Sixtus and Helen and all the team here, we're inviting you to the 3FM All White Party. The 3FM All White Party will happen on the 28th of December at the La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Yesterday, I told you about Mr. Thompson, one of the people who turned that hotel around. For all the 4 hotels, he turned it around sometime in 2008, 2009, when the whole thing was crashing. He has done it before. He turned it around and gave them profitability. If you're looking for the best pair of hands, you look for him. But La Palm Royal Beach will be the location on the 28th of December. Keche, Samini, Stoneboy, and the king of Lomo Lomo, Kiddy himself, Blair Obi Kiddy. We'll all be there. If you haven't made that call yet, please make that call. 053-1100-927 and 053-2200-927. We're bringing you 4 strong artists who are going to be on one stage, entertaining you, partying with you, and being there till Mama calls. 053-1100-927 and 053-2200-927. There are platinum tables, there are diamond tables, gold tables, silver tables, and bronze tables. It will be a good time for you, all those clients who have been good to you, to invite them to the 3FM All White Party. all those staff members that you feel very proud about, bring them to the 3FM All White Party. Your family, your friends, you don't know where to hang out, come to the 3FM All White Party because it is sweet. The party is very, very sweet. You cannot miss it. So please call 053 11 00 927 and 053 22 00 927. That's 053 11 00 927 and 053 22 00 927. Now let's read our first love letter. Because we'll pick any of the letters of your choice. And let's quickly read the letters. And just so you know, there's fire coming up at many different places. We'll have that conversation today, but also make sure that because the conditions are very ripe for fire to come up at any time, you also have to take care and protect yourself. Now, this is dated the 9th of December, 2024. Is to the Managing Director from the General Manager, Corporate Planning. Subject: request for payment to Proger Limited, renewal of executive strategy management manager licenses and procurement of additional licenses. As part of effective execution of the BOST 2020 to 2024 strategy, Messrs. Proger Limited was engaged by BOST to undertake the implementation of the executive strategy management project for the company. The objective for implementing the ESM software is to elevate and further integrate strategy management in the company. The ESM software provides an integrated strategy management situation which comprises of 1, ESM plus strategy, which focuses on strategy and execution. 2, ESM plus perform, which focuses on employee performance management. And 3, ESM plus risk, which focuses on enterprise risk management. The project, which was completed in December 2023, provided 13 licenses to ESM strategy with unlimited unlimited users, 1 license to ESM risk with unlimited users, and 1,000 licenses to ESM perform with unlimited users, together with other ancillary services for a 1-year period. These licenses, which were due to expire on 2nd December 2024, have been renewed, and additional 8 ESM strategy scorecard licenses have been procured from Proger for a period of 2 years. So we're in 2024, that means that for 2 years, that's 2026. Messrs. Proger Limited have submitted an invoice covering a total amount of $416,526 United States dollars. $416,520 United States dollars, exclusive of taxes payable in Ghana cedis. We have reviewed the reports submitted by Proger and hereby confirm that they have completed with all the requirements of the contract. Please find attached the final project reports and the invoice for your approval. Signed, Atu Emisa Wilson. He signed it on the 9th of December. Let's see the invoice. So this is the invoice. We will tell you about the impact after the break. Whether or not this is getting us value for money or it's not getting us value for money, we'll tell you about it after the break. But this is the invoice, so you know. The amount is in Ghana cedis now. If you put 400,000, is in Ghana cedis now. So that's 6,193,741 Ghana cedis, 62 pesos. 6,193,741 Ghana cedis, 62 pesos. And it's renewal of ESM scorecard licenses and purchase of all those other things for a 2-year period. Right? Let's read the second love letter. So this is from BOST. Let's read the second letter. I want us to see the logo so that nobody comes to say that we are manufacturing letters to read to the people. No. We should see. So this one is the submission from Proja, right? We've read to you the end of the thing. There's another letter. Let's read that other letter. And yesterday we went to the National Theatre, right? And I asked a simple question. That the contract extension for National Theatre was supposed to have ended in October. How did they move from October to December? We will find out. Let's move to the other. No, we're done with ESM and BOST. Let's go to the other one. And then we will get into the detail after the break. Today we are taking a break from Johnny's Bite so that you can enjoy your Christmas. And somebody asked me yesterday that, have you bought your rice? I said, oh, my company gave me rice. Have you bought oil? I said, oh, my company gave me oil. So what about chicken? I said, oh, I'll buy that one. Then they asked for corned beef and the rest. And if you look at the prices that are being quoted to you in the market, and your finance minister tells you that the economy that he's handing over to the next government is robust and resilient, you ask yourself questions, does the finance minister live here with us? Because the finance minister doesn't seem to see the pain and feel the pain of the people. For 5 strong days, 5 long days, the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana sat and waited for the transitional budget to be read by the finance minister, flowing from the so-called resilient economy, and he was not present. We will take a break. Parliament will resume on the 2nd of January. When we resume on the 2nd of January, that means I would have entered 2025, day 1 and day 2. We do not have authorization to spend money because the finance minister has not given us any direction to head to. So is the finance minister breaking the law? The height of lawlessness. And under our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, a constitutional lawyer, we have broken too many laws, including the sacking of Domelevo, that the Supreme Court says that it was unconstitutional, including waiting for 9 months before we acted on Act 936 to get our MMDCs. 9 months. He has broken too many laws, showed how lawless we can be as a people, led by somebody who the courts called, if you do something that's not constitutional, you are being lawless. Finish. I'm not the one saying it. Now, we are wrapping up Parliament, and the finance minister is not present in Parliament to present a transitional budget. It has never happened in this country before. If you say you have passed your exam, I remember when we were in school, in primary school, and you are giving your terminal report, and you know that you have passed. When you get home, there's a way you put it on a dining table or the center table for your father to see it first, or your mother to see it first, for them to open and say, oh, Bobo, then you have done what I asked, then they will applaud you. If you know you have failed, when they hand over your terminal report to you, you keep it in your bag and you tell your parents that they didn't give you the report. They say when you resume school, they will give you the report. That is what our finance minister is doing. You say the economy is resilient. Come and present the document from the so-called resilient economy, and you cannot do it. And people are busy lacing their boots. So when the new government takes over, they'll come and say that the economy was good. We handed you lie bad. We know the detail. I will continue to open the eyes of the people. We will continue to open the eyes of the people. Go to the Forex Bureau. Go and check the businessmen who are looking for dollars to buy, to import stuff. And you will see the pain they are going through. The cost of doing business is neck-breaking. I can tell you, I know companies that used to give chicken and rice and oil and drinks and vouchers, blah, blah, blah. Today, they can't do that in a so-called resilient economy. So that falsehood will not be injected into the narrative, and we will resist it with all our might and strength. The falsehood that our economy is resilient will be rejected. You have postponed payments. You have taken money from people, pickpocketed people. You have not done what you are supposed to do. You have even postponed, you have borrowed money and postponed the payment to 2025 and beyond. Then you come back and tell us that the economy is resilient. It's just like telling me that, somebody who is being led by a motorcade to pave the way for them through traffic is a better driver than somebody who struggles around Tetekwashi and Circle to try and meander through traffic. Which of them which one of them would you see is the best driver? The one who on his own, unaided, is the best driver for me. If you were paying your debts, if you were not doing DDEP by pickpocketing the people, if you were not strangulating businesses with unnecessary taxes, and then you were doing well by the figures in the exchange rate, etc., and your inflation was good, fuel prices were not up in the roof, we can say you have done better. What you have not done better. You know it. So that falsehood will not be printed. Quote me any day. And I told you that falsehood is being injected into the narrative so that in 2028, that falsehood will come back again to say that, you didn't hand over an economy that's good. Ask any businessman, they will tell you, you lie. Ask any businessman, they will tell you. This economy that you're handing over is in shambles. The economy that you're handing over is not in the best of shapes. You know it. So why are we telling the people? We have not finished even talking about the 52 million or so, that the illegal transfer, that was it GCB, that illegal transfer. Nobody has spoken about it. Bank of Ghana, the losses, nobody is talking about it. Sputnik v. Chobo, nobody's talking about it. The money we paid for COVID-19 versus 81 million that we didn't get, nobody's talking about it. So much money has been thrown away and wasted. Nobody's talking about it. And you want to talk about an economy that is resilient? How? How do you do that? How do you begin to do that? And the result of the fact that the people are not happy with you is what translated in the electoral defeat, unprecedented, that was experienced on December 7. 1.6 million. Now, if we add the other 9, you may get to 1.7 million. 1.6 million people said, no, we don't want you, go away. And even with that defeat and that embarrassing defeat, we are not able to eat a humble pie. They say, the finance minister has to be presented. Were we not in this country when Mr. Kenoforiata was not well? We waited and postponed his vetting until he was well. It was Mr. Oseche Mensah Bonsu who came to read the budget to us like a literature book in this parliament. Or have we forgotten? He came to read the budget to us like a literature book. It has been done before. If our finance minister is not present, and the people are not angry enough, a constitutional provision has been so glossed over and everybody is okay. Those elders and those so-called sane voices in this country who lost their voices and their silence was loud enough and drowning over the last 8 years, they must not dare to speak. Don't let anybody say somebody is disrespecting. No. For 8 years, they kept silent. They didn't talk. Suddenly, their throat cancers are gone. They can now find their voices. They will not find their voices. Some of us, since we started our practice in Kufuor Part 2, we have not lost our voices. We will not lose our voices. If you want people to regard you and to hold you in high esteem, you must not lose your voice. And if you lost your voice in another regime, better lose it again. Don't come back again. And we know you. We identified you, what you said in the past, how you kept mute. If you start getting your voice, you will see. We will put your pictures up there. We'll put your names up there. We'll put what you said in the past and what you failed to say in the last 8 years and what you are now saying. Then we'll let the world see you for the hypocrite that you are. I'm speaking with a lot of passion. Those who lost their voices must perpetually hold their voices and keep it lost. You were in this country when people were killed in an election, 8 people. Did you find your voice? A life lost is painful. The families have not had closure. You lost your voice. You were in this country when domestic debt exchange happened. You didn't find your voice. You were in this country when we spent money on a national hall called the cathedral. You didn't find your voice. You were in this country when promises were made and were not kept. You kept quiet. You were in this country when we spent money on planting for food and jobs. The food did not come, the jobs did not come, but you kept quiet. You were in this country when we spoke about one district, one factory. Today we still import basic stuff. You didn't find your voice. You were in this country when they said, 1 million per constituency, and the monies have not come. You didn't find your voice. You were in too many things. 19 boys were sodomized at COPE-JSS. You didn't say that. You were in this country. So better lose your voice. Don't gain it. Because if you gain it, you will regret. The young people of this country, they have come to know those who are genuine and those who are fake. The young people of this country. I have been able to let them know that this old man or this old woman is fake and this one is genuine. The young people of this country. Lose your voice. Don't gain it. Because you lost it. If you can lose your voice and keep silent in 8 years, you cannot gain it. So lose your voice. I advise you. Let's read the letter. This is dated the 5th of November 2024. It's to Alhaji Engineer Ahmed Ewura, Community Water and Sanitation Agency, Tamale Northern Region. Dear Sir, appointment as temporary Regional Director, Northern, Northeast, and Savannah regions. Reference is made to our letter number CWSA Headquarters 3/18/V21/119 dated September 23, 2023, offering you temporary appointment as Regional Director from the 1st of October 2023 to 31st of December 2024, subject to renewal, to enable you to complete some uncompleted activities which are critical for the transformation being implemented by the agency. In view of the above, management has approved an extension of your temporary appointment as Regional Director to complete the outstanding assignments of the agency within the period indicated. Accordingly, I have the pleasure to offer you temporary appointment as Regional Director, Community Water and Sanitation Agency, Northern, Savannah, and Northeast region from 1st January to 31st of December 2025. Let the retirees go and let the young grow. The salary attached to this appointment is the same as your current salary plus the applicable allowances. This income is subject to the normal taxes but not pension deductions. As a director, you'll be subject to the terms and conditions of employment applicable to your grade as in the CSWA Management Condition Service. You will, in addition to the normal duties of Regional Director, pay special attention to the following: completion of outstanding works and negotiation of payment of electricity bills with the Northern Electricity Company. 2, follow up on remedying defects on all water and sanitation installations. 3, ensure the bottlenecks connected to the water system management under CSWA management are resolved. And D, deal with indiscipline and build capacity of staff to reverse the decline in performance of the three regions. Please acknowledge receipt. Aloysius Ajete is the acting chief executive. Now note this, the first paragraph. Reference is made to the CSWA dated 20th September 2023, effectively offering you temporary appointment as Regional Director, blah, blah, blah. If the person is gone past retirement, why do we have to keep the person there? I find that so insulting, especially to professionals who work in these spaces. Are we suggesting in any way by this letter and the many others that have been written that we do not give reverence to the President's directive as flowing from Cabinet on the 2022, the 5th August of 2022, that no contract extensions will be given except if the person is a replacement for the person cannot be found. And I doubt that the Community Water and Sanitation Agency will say that they cannot find some replacement for this Alhaji engineer. Are the workers happy with Alhaji engineer? If they are not happy, why does somebody, Mr. Ajete, my own countryman, Gaman, why does he insist that the person has to be brought to? You see, he said, oh, for discipline. What do you mean discipline? What is your definition of discipline? Harassing people means discipline? If you put, and I keep telling people that, look, if you put in the right structures and you put in the right management buffers, nobody will be able to go out of it. Chairman Rawlings said something. He said, we have to set the systems right so that even if it is the devil that we elect to lead us, he will flow through the plan. This clearly shows the retiree, and the retiree has to go. It's non-negotiable. I will give you some more detail when we return from the break. I read 2 love letters to you, one from BOST, we're paying over 6 million, and then another from CSWA. When we return from the break, I'll read some more love letters to you. And you see how the trend is going, how we're giving contracts even though the government is ending, but we're extending contracts of people to feed into the next government. What is there to cover up? Is there a cover-up? These are simple questions. What is there to cover up? Is there a cover-up? And why now? Are there no other persons qualified to take over this contract that was granted? I thought that the understanding is that when you are granted a contract, you then have to train people to take over from you. So what's going on? Are we playing by the rules? And if we really want to instill discipline, are we ourselves giving those letters disciplined? Simple questions. You get answer, give me. You don't have an answer, please keep quiet. Don't insult me. Have a good morning and enjoy your Christmas, right? Enjoy your Christmas. I want to invite you again to the 3FM All-White Party. The 3FM All-White Party is the party to be at. The 28th of December, 2024, 053 1100927 and 05322 00927. You have to be there. Wear your white, dust off your dancing shoes. Be there at the 3FM All-White Party. 053 1100927 and 05322 00927. 28, Samini is going to be there. Stoneboy is going to be there. Ketcher is going to be there, and Kiddy is going to be there. You have to be there too to be part of the excitement and the energy. I'll see you shortly after this break, but please call me 055 924 2717 and 055 691 0154. That's 055 924 2717 and 055 691 0154. Wherever you are in this country, you can always call me and I'll pick up 055 924 2717 and 055 691 0154. See you shortly.
Your health is worth protecting.
Do you know only one pharmacy can be with